I'm Malik. I'm a filmmaker. And I believe that everyone should be treated equally and looked at the same, not asked questions skeptically or people being judgmental towards them.
Obsessive compulsive disorder, otherwise known as OCD, is a common problem across the world. Roughly 12 in 1,000 people in the UK suffer from the condition. I myself are one of those people. And I'm Simon, and you get to step into my shoes and see what it's really like to suffer from OCD.
There are many different types of OCD, some worse than others, making people's lives harder than the average person's.
Switching the light on seems like an easy job for you, but for me it's a different story. I know that it may not seem like a big thing, but small things like that make my day twice as difficult.
And we need your help to spread the message of OCD. It's a real condition and real people suffer from it. Please be someone who cares and help fund our documentary.
I want to make people more aware of the troubles people have with OCD. For me, it's like my days longer, my nights are harder, worrying about the smallest things.
I think everyone should know about it and understand when you see someone with the disorder.
Employers, teachers, friends and even strangers should know about the troubles people go through. It's something we can't change. The disorder is out there and can affect anyone. There's been more than one time that I've seen someone bullied or picked on because of the way that they do things. The first part of the documentary is finished, the preview for you and the world to see.
The second part of this movement is our cross-media platform spreading awareness with active followers with OCD and those trying to help. Our Twitter will be one to follow and promote. With this platform, you can see the stories and photos of those that step forward. Thirdly, it's you. We need the funds to carry this out. Your funding will help us afford travel and accommodation to go around the UK and meet those that want to tell their story. It also helps finance one-on-one sessions for people that suffer from extreme OCD and need all the help that they can get.
The more you contribute, the longer we can help support those that need it most and the people already trying to help. Sorry.
Is that enough?
That's fine. The first signs that I had were when I was about 5.5. I kind of like tidied my room a lot rather than sort of did regular stuff like go out and play. Little things like wiping my feet 5 times before I came in and out of the house to make sure my feet were clean, and which I still do now. Aligning my forks and plates, and I had to make sure that my room was tidy before I left. Going downstairs, and if something was messy that would annoy me as well. Not as much because obviously my room's my own personal space. Little things made me realise that I had it. I was diagnosed when I was 6. I handled it in a mixture of ways. So when I was a kid I didn't really handle it all too well because obviously people at school and stuff like that made me feel like I had a problem. Sometimes I felt like I was a bit of an outcast because of it. Then as I got older, a lot of my friends and stuff like that kind of got used to the idea of me being that way and respected it, which was quite nice in the end. My brother and my mum realised that it was obviously a problem, but just made me feel like a regular person, which was really refreshing. But nowadays a lot of people understand it more aware, so it's not as much of a problem. Advantages of having a problem like this are sort of obviously you're always clean, a lot of people like that, and everything's always tidy. But obviously then the disadvantage of that is people think that it's quite weird, so it's opinionated really. The routine would be hang up my clothes for the next morning, let's say for work, put my shoes out in a nice tidy pile, the ones that I need, the rest go back in their boxes, which I keep to keep them clean. I get up, make sure that my bed is proper, so that my pillows and stuff are aligned properly, make sure my pyjamas are neatly folded and put them back on my bed for the evening. Then I turn my light switch on and off about 7 times to make sure it was off. That was my sort of routine. Then I go to work or school and make sure that my pens and pencils and all my stationery and stuff like that were all in a sort of neat, tidy lines. Make sure that my keyboard at work now is in line with the monitor, my mouse is straight, just little things like that. Going out is always quite a struggle because I've got to make sure that everything's fine before I leave, make sure that I'm I'm clean and tidy as well before I go out. But obviously they make a big difference, and to me, and a lot of people notice it. But I've kind of got used to the idea of having it now, so it's sort of part of my life.